I think 11Monkeyz are going to be a little bit more happy with how the draft went, but just because they've got BNC on the icon. Remember, like, no bounty hunter last year when DPC first started? Like, this was his hero, his go-to. Like, he'd won it every single game. So I'm excited to see how he performs on it nowadays. I've not really seen him play it too much recently, at least. But yeah, there's a lot of aggression once again. You got the Razor into Jug counter, the fact that Lycan, one of the few offlaners, can actually lane into more difficult lanes because you just grab the creeps non-stop with your wolves. So maybe this Viper Jug lane that's meant to be kill hungry will never have the opportunity to find kills. So yeah, there's a lot of things Bald need to kind of address in the early game to make sure that they can really pack a punch. But yeah, once again, Jug Tiny, Brew, these three cores will thrive later on into the game.
Oh, nice little move there from BNC as well, getting kind of 2 rounds of the Wolves out to scout things out, getting back to the base as well to make sure his mana's still full after using a couple of times the Wolf summon. So, nice heads-up moves already from BNC. And so that last pick as well, you feel like it was a good fit for them this game, you know, switching things up, no more Void Spirit, going for the Invoker for Stoikov this time around.
Yeah, I like the Invoker because it's a little bit more fail-safe than the Void Spirit, right? Like against this Brewmaster, there's a couple of times in that previous game, this Void would jump on the Brew, not connect on the Remnant, not have the damage, and suddenly splits off, you go for the fight. Invoker, though, less committal. You Tornado, you EMP, Brew doesn't have mana, please, try and now split.
I mean, yeah. That's the thing, right? Sort of all 3 of Team Bald's cores. I mean, and arguably as well the supports, you know, not heroes that have huge mana pools to spare. So that EMP is going to hit Team Bald's lineup very hard. And it's going to be in terms of the mana loss.
Yeah, and relatively easy to hit as well, right? When you've got Clock, Lycan, Razor, very forward-thinking heroes in your lineup.
First blood down bottom here as Team Bald, they set up with the trio. They had the Marcy, Pablo around as well, ready to catch him by surprise, and they do so. BNC gets taken down.
And this was the most important kill because Lycan, you need to play a little bit more stable in the first couple minutes to set yourself up for these defensive lanes. If you look at the optimization of Lycan, he doesn't really want to play the lane at all. He's got a Sage Mask and a Quelling. He's going to be skipping non-stop, so the fact that you've already got Jug underneath tower, denying some of these creep waves, Viper pressuring, not the best start for 11Monkeyz. Just expect them to keep pulling, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure, because I feel it's not going to be easy for BNC to try and farm that Naked Helm, right?
Yeah, not at all. Not enough Vipers here, just clicking away.
Top lane. Should be dead here. Yep, he is indeed. The old combo of the Razor and the Clock. Can't run away from that one.
Yeah, we saw, again, in the previous game with 11Monkeyz really helping us out by picking the same heroes in the same lane setups to some degree, but the Clock is way more aggressive than Dawnbreaker in lane, so expect it to be a lot harder for this Brewmaster to get a lane, especially because you see both teams doing it. They're just pulling the waves. They're not really playing the off lane. They're just playing the farm game. Kind of how the meta shifted a lot in this. We see it again bottom, right? They're just pulling the waves. Don't even want to try and get near the Juggernaut. Don't allow them to have this moment of Viper plus Jug combination.
Yeah. No, and I guess on that top lane, is sort of on the face of it, the fact that Team Bald's running the 2 melee heroes against the Razor Clock doesn't feel too great. But obviously the fact that one of them is the Master, you know, when they've got the rebound in play, that should be enough to really sort of get the speed boost to the Brew, jump out themselves, and get out of there, right? They do have a decent way to escape the chase of the Razor and the Clock.
Yeah, it's all about where you are on the lane. If you're further up the lane, then potentially not, because the rebound will wear off. You might have to get around the cogs and whatnot. But yeah, in essence, Marcy is probably one of the better melee heroes for this. But still, it's a very difficult lane. Yeah, CS-wise, 11Monkeyz having a really nice time. The Brew has 3 CS. Not the best start.
See, and the mid matchup, Excalibur having a couple of CS advantage, but Stoikov, yeah, not letting him get too far ahead. Of course, that consistent mana burn, meaning that Excalibur, unlike he's ever been in position to make an aggressive move onto the Invoker alone.
Yep. One of the most annoying mid heroes for sure, this Invoker.
So they might chase Nukamati here.
Very dead. Oh, he's creeped. Yep. Also wanted him to die there.
Top lane. Of course, with the dispose. Also very handy at keeping the Clock away from them.
Once again, the good thing is Gorg is top net worth. He's done a really good job in most of these games at just having a solid safe lane, ensuring he has the net worth. 2.4k gold. And this is the type of Jug game where if you have this insane lead, get some Maelstrom, Shard, Mjolnir, maybe like Sand, Yasha type of thing, you will just be running into the middle of the fight. Lycan probably can't bring his summons in because you'll die to the spin plus Maelstrom proc, so yeah, it will be a very interesting Jug game. You need to make sure that you position yourself perfectly, because if you get linked, of course, Razor is the counter to Jug, but if Razor wastes the static link, then sure, Jug can then eat through all these heroes. So it's all eyes on Gorg on how he takes his laning phase dominance into then just positioning well with that advantage throughout the game. And they did it really well in that previous game. They never allowed this Razor to really enter these fights with the net worth that he had, due to this Brewmaster with the Cyclone. So once again, looking at the Brewmaster to have this performance, to see Zip Zapper prevent Razor ever getting towards this very well farmed Juggernaut.
Top, Mary.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Trying to find ways to set up on Zip Zapper, but hard to do so. And if anything, they can get aggressive onto Mary, the two of them.
Doesn't have any mana on Mary.
Looking pretty dead here. We'll never die. Nice control there between the two of them. Team Bold showing their offensive potential this time round with the offlane duo.
Yeah, this bot lane is an absolute disaster for 11Monkeyz.
I mean, yeah, how does BNC sort of fix his game up from the start? It's tough. Like, where can he go? What can he do?
At this point, mate, it just hit the small camp, start jungling. The only reason I say that is because the Zeus is unable to be the hero that grabs the wave, because the Viper's instantly there, the 2 points poison attack, so Zeus will just die. And the Lycan's never been able to get the wolves around the tower yet to grab a whole creep wave, because the small camp's been open to pull it onto. So they've just not been able to open up the kind of the flow of pulling the creeps behind the tower. And in doing so, yeah, Gorg is just having a great old time.
See what they can do here. Running around the rune, Nukamati.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Taken out here by the two of them. Team Bolt building quite a lead here very early on, already 2k up, just 6 minutes in.
Yeah, just a really nice entry to the laning setup. Like, we mentioned how Brew was having a rough time, but he's now just been passively farming up. They've been unable to continue that pressure on the Brewmaster, not really finding the kill. Already level 5, and look, he's able to go behind tower himself and grab the creep wave.
BNC could be in trouble.
Yeah. What can he do?
See, Stoikov is going to try and come in and take down Gorg in return, and they will get him. Nukamati also around. Offers up that extra bit of damage needed to take him out. Same time on top, and Palatimos, I think he's got this. Next round of the plasma field should take him out. Zip Zapper, he's gone. So, just like that, 11Monkeyz finding the opportunity to actually get kills back their own way on both sides of the map.
Yeah, and for Team Board, really nice aggression from them, but yeah, unfortunately for them, does go down eventually with the Invoker TP. And Invoker very quick back to mid, only missed out a couple creeps, so Stoikov not really going to be feeling the impact of having to TP to a side lane so early on. But yeah, the fundamental takeaway from this is little old Lycan got nothing to his name. And Razor also getting pressure top. Oh, sorry, baiting
with
there.
The jump. Not quite able to get a clean setup, and Palatimos with the link popped forces Team Bolt to back off a bit.
Just standing still. Look at him. Inside the cogs is now like an arena, a duel.
They're going to try and chase again. Jump forward, slow on the two, into the dispose. Palatimos, this time he will fall. Stoikov tries to come in with the counterplay. Off the mark with the tornado, still able to lay down the urn and the cold snap onto Zip Zapper. Zip Zapper will get back up coming in. He's caught in the cogs. Stoikov really wants to finish up the kill. He'll get it. And now the question is if he can actually get away from them. As Pablo in with the jump, disposed back, keeping him under the range of the sentry ward. Stoikov will die for his attempt.
Brewmaster was 2 creeps away from hitting 6. They're about to die from the Nether Toxin. Not close enough for him to be able to get the ult off after, but still. Actually, no, he didn't even have mana if he could get 6. I take that back, but yeah, just the fight that Viper Marcy can bring, even if it's not an off-lane duo, the support duo, when they move together around the map, it's so potent.
Check this out again.
Like, yeah, you see here, just Invoker TP's back up, gets the quick kill. Yeah. So yeah, even if he did get the creeps, of course, he got EMP'd, therefore no ultimate. But still, for Stoikov, he's trying to be active. But just the amount of damage and control that the Viper and Marcy bring together, Marcy being the control and the Viper the damage, you need to make sure when you rotate, you're not overextending a little bit too far. And this Juggernaut, 4.4k net worth. pretty much unkillable now in the bot lane, it seems. I don't think there's any scenario where he does die.
I don't think so, yeah. This is a pretty free start for Gorg, and he's loving it.
And Lycan still trying to pull the creeps. Oh, God.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, Zip Zapper, of course, hit 6 from that previous engagement. Happily going to hit the tower now. And I think the only way Brew dies as well is pretty much based on Invoker. If Invoker's present with EMP, that's when you can pressure these heroes.
Trying to catch Gorg. Excalibur's here with a combo. They'll take out Nukamati, and of course Excalibur no threat to dying himself. He'll lose his mana, but he won't lose any of his life. Top lane, the push from Team Bold should secure them this tier 1 tower. There's not going to be a chance for 11Monkeyz to turn up for defense.
Yeah, Mary just...
He's chilling in the tree.
He's just hugging.
He's been here for the last minute.
All right.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, he found him! Oh, no!
Oh no, he was hiding there for so long.
Hide and seek, and now dead.
Yeah, and a TP down the drain as well there. Pablo puts a stop to it with the dispose. And maybe make him work for it.
Yo, he's got cogs up in 2. All right, Juke, Mary, Juke. Oh.
He was having a great time there hiding in the trees, but Team Bod, they just had to put it to an end.
Just a bit unfortunate Zip Zapper decided to randomly coil a tree for fun. Just like, oh, found me a Mary.
I'm over to the wall to the mid now as well. Team Bob starting to pressure the tier 1 tower. Gorg, Maelstrom complete. A solid timing here.
Yeah.
Then we've had some fast timings before from the lad here when he's been on his joke. Phase Maelstrom 10 minutes in. It's going to feel pretty good.
Nice to do so to instantly see the smoke. 11Monkeyz still posturing in the bot lane though. They kind of want to try and take this fight a little bit. Yeah, Gorg, very farmed. I think the saving grace for Gorg in this game is he can be very greedy with his itemization. Previously when we played Jug, he rushed Mjolnir, but it delayed his Manta, the ability to dispel the silences and whatnot. But in this game, there isn't really any of that he has to care about. So if he wanted to, he can just be very greedy with how he farms up. But I'd like to see him get the Shard, get the Yasha Sanj as quick as possible, and just be at the forefront of his of the fight. Monkeyz, they can't really make any moves right now.
I mean, they're sort of set up to see if they can try for something down bottom, but a high chance indeed that Team Bold will maybe look to do something in return.
Gorg's here. Oh. He hates that range creep.
All right, that doesn't want to put together a defense. They'll leave it. 11Monkeyz finish off the tower. Gorg will move himself over towards the triangle.
I mean, they did bring down the Razor and the Lycan to take this tower. Normally with Lycan, he passively takes it by himself. So already 11Monkeyz taking the L, having to bring their carry down to the Lycan lane to take the tower. Already setting up the vision, moving across the map now. Back to farming up. Oh, Brewmaster. All right. Haven't seen this one. Look at this. Phase Soaring, 4-staff. Of course, against the Clockwork.
It's the old clock, the static link.
The EMP.
The EMP, a lot of things to slide and dodge away from.
Rather 5 head from Mr. Zip Zapper, if I say so myself.
And that extra bit of, intelligence from the staff. More mana, more chance of getting your ult off if one of those does hit you.
Real question is he going to use the 4-staff, not have enough mana for ult now? But he has a Tumbler Toy and a Soul Ring. Like, of course, Tumbler Toy extra 200 mana, Soul Ring as well. Like,
yeah, he's got quite a nice mana pool.
Yeah,
now.
he's got a really
700 mana.
He's in a little good spot.
And a Soul Ring, of course, on top of that, some more effective mana to play with. So.
Instant smoke up. The 4-staff reveal.
What? Mary. I'm trying to start things on Bengen. They may get the Viper, but they're almost certainly going to lose both heroes here in return. Pablo runs down Mary. Nukamati will try and hide up on the cliff, but Excalibur will be quick to chase there.
But Zip Zapper, he's already sending his Storm Panda out to find Panatimos. He does catch him, waiting with a Cyclone. Board might even look for this. Oh, beautiful stuff from Zip Zapper.
Yeah, with that last moment.
They have Avatos available.
The setup, TPs are coming in, and it looks like Team Bob will play it careful. They don't want to try and push for the attempt on Panatimos when they know there's a high chance that there could be multiple TP backup coming in.
But still, I love the fact that Zip Zapper, even after getting a couple kills, he's always thinking about what's next, using that Storm Panda to its highest effect there. 11Monkeyz. A little bit behind in their teamfight presence, but if they bring the heroes, they can't take the towers.
Oh, good moves to the side there.
He just went from the tier 1 to the tier 2. Christ.
Between the Dispose and the 4 staff, he's out of there, and the Tumblers. That's a lot of distance covered.
But the tower does fall. And this will be the constant fear for Bald in the back of their minds. Even though you dumpstered the Lycan in laning phase, he will be able to overwhelm you in tower damage throughout the entire game. So if they make a mistake, if they position poorly, if they're not ready to defend a tower, this Lycan will be able to eke his way through and also catch up quite nicely. Already 4th on the causing net worth. Just the passive farm he gets from the Helm of the Dominator, then to be Helm of the Overlord, the Wolves, the Shard on top. A lot of passive income from this Lycan. Again, still yet to really see where Boss Man... Okay, alright, he's going the Mjolnir. He's going the Mjolnir.
Yeah,
right.
He likes this rush. When he's having a good game, he'll go for the full Mjolnir first.
And again, there's not a lot of punishment in this game. It's not like there's some Puck, Storm Spirit style hero on top of him.
Mary will be in trouble. Zip Zapper slides in, takes him down.
So far, this 4-star really paying off for Zip Zapper. Looking good.
So if they can get more here, Excalibur will get the catch onto Nukamati.
He's going in as well. He wants to kill Pablo.
He's trying for Excalibur's going to opt to get out of there with the CP. Pablo indeed will get taken out. And maybe Zip Zapper as well. Okay, he's got the split if he can get it off. Slide to the side, but the cold snap causing issues. Can't get the ultimate off in time. He'll get taken out.
Nor could he get the 4-star up the high ground. Potentially that would have been another way to save him. Forced up to high ground, doesn't get hit by damage, cold snap won't proc, and then bam, ultimate bit.
It's all about the space here for Gorg.
Yeah, look at this.
Unlimited amounts of it. And he's reveling in it. He's top net worth. Yon is done. And a hot timing.
Shard, Basher, Sand and Yasha. So much potential in Juggernaut in this game. Still one of the, it's still kind of awkward though, right? You're Juggernaut into Lycan, into these elusive heroes, even like the Forge Spirits and Invoker at some point. There's a lot of things that can just tank up on Omni Slash. So even with this lead, you need to be super mindful of how your opponent takes the engagement. If you're just throwing out a random Omni Slash defensively, probably will bounce around not so advantageously. But yeah, but they need to take a fight with Gorg. I feel like they farmed a little bit too much now with the Jug.
Oh, nice little tumblers there from Zip Zapper, gets him in the cogs. On top of Mary. Mary's trying to get out, but he's sort of trapped between the trees and the creeps. He's going to opt for the TP out, and it's going to work. He's out of there, Mary.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But the tower does fall. That's the key takeaway here.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ping out onto Roshan.
Are they going to go for Roshan? Okay. The lifesteal of the Marcy plus the Juggernaut.
And yeah, they've got good sort of sustain.
But 11Monkeyz are well aware of this. The Rocket Flare to scout out already 5 heroes position.
How hard do they want to push the Team Balls? Yeah, they're going to back out. They don't feel safe enough to try and commit for it when they know that 11Monkeyz is fully aware.
Yeah, and Balder has really nice vision though around Roshan. They got the 1 ward by the top river, active rune, and also 1 deep. Actually, just got de-warded. So good stuff from 11Monkeyz. But no, I was going to say, that was very ambitious for Balder if they tried to go for it. Putting your Brewmaster inside the pit to tank up an EMP, even if he has a 4-staff, probably will stay get clipped by it. It's very hard to make any sneaky plays on board when you're playing into the Rocket Flare of Clock, the Scouting Wolves, the Lycan, the Forge Spirit of Invoker at some point, the Zeus with an ult. It's very difficult to get a successful smoke or a objective sneak. Palatimus, though, he is the one by himself who walks up this high ground.
They're in. Straight away with the combo, they can keep it completely locked down. No opening for a BKB to be popped.
Very aggressive farming there. Just the map split on 11Monkeyz. They have a hero in every lane, every part of the jungle, and playing the Radiant side.
Nukamati
needs to get punished.
Ooh, nice little jump there. Excalibur gets on top of him, but he's able to get out of the avalanche in time. Top lane Bangan's been caught in the cogs.
The Titan's already here. He's looking.
And he shouldn't get Mary for sure here. Gorg charges him down with Blade Fury.
I don't think we've seen an Omni Slash yet, have we?
He hasn't needed it, yeah. Gorg stays chilling. 3-1 and 2, 108 CS here, 18 minutes in. Going for the Manta Star next. I think he's going to be feeling very happy about his game so far. Definitely further pressure onto Palantimos. I feel like with the farm that the Gorg's had so far this game, it's not going to be sort of as easy for him to be this sort of unkillable sort of pillar in the middle of the fights as a Razor.
Yeah, normally the Razor Jug counter comes from the rest of the team allowing Razor to get into the fight and lock onto Jug. Right now, with the type of games that Invoker like and are having, they're playing a little bit more of a supporting role, so they can't be at the forefront of every engagement, enabling Razor. But still, very much Board have the advantage in any of these bigger skirmishes if they are to break out.
Of course, Roshan still standing tall. Neither team able to get in. Team Bold's lineup. I mean, actually, honestly, 11Monkeyz lineup not too bad at doing it too, but would require them to get kills first. Either side really can go in whilst the other side is up as a full 5-man. They need the fight first.
Well, BNC showed for a second.
Excalibur's going to try and farm this Ancient, but doesn't have enough control himself. It's away. Himself for the Wolves instead.
The game, honestly, is going to get pretty difficult for Bold. If they aren't able to find some quick picks, you've got Invoker split pushing, Lycan split pushing. Oh, Mary's just going in.
Excalibur really wants that Ancient.
Is he going to get it? No, no, he's going to maybe die.
He's going to put the DD down, straight on top of him. He's pushed aside by the Cogs. He gets taken out. See if they can get anything in return from this. Zipzapper has popped the ultimate, but Bangan's getting run down. Him and Pablo both fall. It's just Zipzapper left her on his own.
And look at bot lane. Gorg TP bot at the start of this fight. He's off the farm, doesn't have TP.
He wasn't ready to sort of be a part of it. I guess sort of Team Bot just didn't expect to get as much out of that in terms of action that the 11Monkeyz ended up throwing back their way. A bit of an awkward start there from Excalibur. You know, he really wanted that Ancient.
And didn't get it.
I think they missed that fight there as well. It was kind of comical. I think he was dead anyway, but I think Pablo sort of disposed him back towards the enemy. He was like, no,
we don't want him.
This fight. No, you don't get back in here, Excalibur. I believe he did on his sort of his dying breath. He was dead anyway, but it looked kind of funny seeing the Marcy toss Tiny back into the fight as he tried to run. But yeah, of course, with that fight, that's all that 11Monkeyz needed to get the Roshan. They head into the pit. They get themselves the Aegis secured on Palantimos. Quite the rough spot of action there for Team Bold.
Yeah, just it was mainly as well from Stoikov. He had the urn, he went for Midas, then he completed the boots of travel after, so allowed for, you see,
here we go, watch Pablo, watch Pablo.
Get back in
there! Of course, he was very, very dead. Actually, yeah, no, he was...
Wait, no, he threw him into the bloody Stun Strike. Look!
I threw him into the Stun Strike. So probably dead anyway, but...
All right, Pablo, close your PayPal, boss.
Yeah,
Focus on the game.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah, jokes aside, though, it was very ambitious from Excalibur going for the Ancient creep there.
Yeah. I mean, we saw, he went for it sort of 2 times, and it's a hard hero to kill. Like, it's like a hero.
It basically is a hero.
In terms of how hard it is to kill that Ancient creep.
And now finally...
Back on with the push, though.
Yeah. They need to just play around Gorg. That's the main thing, right?
Gorg's here. Gorg's ready to be part of the fight this time round. So Bangan getting jumped to the start of it all. He's able to make his way out of the Cogs. Look for the chase. Sunstrike will hit onto Bangan. Bangan, he'll get taken out. So the Omni Slash to the side. Gorg gets in, takes out Nukamari. But now he's going to look for the TP out. They've got anything to stop it, they don't. So Gorg will be able to bail out in time. Still, of course, not a great fight for Team Bold. They still lose 2 heroes. They only get 1 in return. Might get Zipzapper as well. The split comes to an end. He is speedy, though. Palantimos also having the speed.
Lasmarin too.
Doesn't want to keep chasing. They'll settle with that 2 for 1. They want to play it cool, 11Monkeyz, and make sure that they are able to push for something else here with the remainder of the Aegis. Still 3 minutes on it.
Yeah, just the speed in which 11Monkeyz with their lineup, they can just cut through to the backlines and pressure them, be it the clock jump or the Lycan with the ult. Kind of picked apart Bold's ability to try and go aggressive there. That siege felt more like the team going, guys, we need to play around our Jug. He's had such an incredible game, yet we're yet to utilize him in these bigger fights the last 5 minutes. So it felt very forced, and you saw it as well with their positioning. They didn't really have the vision to support that siege. And in doing so, it just allowed 11Monkeyz just to really break apart Board's ability to defend each other. Didn't get to see the scopes of Brewmaster either, cycling up a hero. It's fully on the retreat.
Manta done now on Gorg, so at least having that Dispel should give him the comfort of really taking his time and picking and choosing his opportunities to get in with a hard-hitting Omni Slash in the team fights, as they really need it to hit big on one of these cores. They need that huge burst of physical damage output to take someone like Palantimos down in the midst of this action.
Yep, 11Monkeyz just smoked underneath an Observer Ward, so Team Board should be able to maybe disengage from this area. And Lycan, don't forget, look how bad was his start to the game. He's about to complete an AC.
Yeah, he's recovered
just a mile away. Yeah, really nice recovery.
As you said, sort of in the past, something that we've seen BNC or Blink, of course, as he was tagged up with in previous tours. This is why this hero is a pretty strong one when it gets into his hands, even if he has such a rough start.
Yeah, you compare the offlaners there. You've got one offlaner buying a 4-star, wanted to try and help the team out, join the fight, but when you can't find those fights, the itemization is really going to hurt you a little bit compared to Lycan. He didn't really change it up, kept it very standard. Keeps his economy quite healthy.
Pablo, the rebound.
Sunstrike.
Oh, it's
yes.
target. Stoikov.
Look at that. That's Stoikov. That was a Sunstrike there.
He's pretty much got the money for his Hex now. With that kill.
He's got some big ticket items coming.
Yeah.
And this is the point where Gorg, he's gonna be looking at this Razor, and if he sees that Eagle Song picked up, he's like, maybe I just have to go for MKB. Like Basher MKB when Juggernaut's quite happy again. But the Butterfly, if this kicks in before Gorg's able to, pivot his itemization to cover for it, could make this matchup feel a little bit worse.
There we go. An early-ish Hex as well, picked up early in Stoikov's build. 26 minutes in, having that Hex in play. It could come as quite the surprise.
And it's going to be a big reveal on Gorg. I don't think he's ready.
That's the biggest reveal if he's in with the Hex. Stoikov, he's in. Hex to start things off. See if Gorg can get out of this when he can. Blade Fury's there in time. He's ready to turn. They'll bring down Mary. Team Bold, look at it, sort of set themselves up to the side of the fight. Palantimos has now lost the Aegis. It's come to an end.
Oh, they needed just one little bit more damage to get onto Gorg here.
Scalper
going in.
I mean, Gorg wants to fight. He's got the Blade Fury back up again. He's straight in on top of Palantimos. We'll get forced to the side. Team Bold still being very careful about how they commit for this fight. Zip Zapper trying with the setup. Power Blow getting hit down low to the side. See Palantimos having to use the BKB to run.
Oh, they got the Cyclone in the last second.
Again, in that last second there, Zip Zapper has the control. It's buying time for Gorg to close in on this, but they're back under the tower. It's a little too far for Team Bold to want to dive at this moment.
Oh, what a scary fight from both teams, honestly. Gorg with the discipline, holding off his Omni Slash, wants to make sure it converts and cleanly hits someone, but doesn't find the opportunity. And then 11Monkeyz just cutting out, not allowing Team Bold to ever really punish what looked like a pretty good initiation on the Jug initially. They just didn't have the additional hero, because unfortunately Invoker had the haste rune, Ghost Walked. He found the Jug and was like, guys, please, I need to go now, otherwise I won't have any other opportunity. But still, the Hex reveal not really paying off. Now Board, in the back of their minds, won't be as aggressive now on the side lanes, won't be trying to split push as much, knowing that this Invoker could always pick them off.
Oh, Excalibur's in.
Oh, Mary's in as well.
Hookshot straight past him over towards the creep wave. And then Mary could be in trouble for this one. Pablo having the reach to grab him back with the Dispose. They take out Mary.
What beautiful cast range on that spell, of course, with the Aether Lens. He grabbed him from a mile away.
That's what I want to go for now, Team Bold. Of course, still a minute or so until we see when the Roshan's back up. 11Monkeyz keeping their presence down on the bottom side of the map. We'll be able to retake over the outpost.
Yeah, and Gorg, he's sitting on nearly 4,000 gold. He's well aware that the Razor has picked up this Eagle Song.
I mean, would you like to see that MKB over the Basher? Like, what do you think would be optimal for Gorg in this situation?
I think that right now they don't really have the damage to kill off Razor, so as you see in all these fights, right, they're kiting around him, they're not really looking to kill him off, so if they want to answer that question right now, then sure, you pick up the MKB, but if they're still looking to kill off everyone else and pivot the engagement, then sure, Bash is perfectly fine because you just spin on in, but
Yeah, with the Blade Fury in the Shard, it still feels good. He's actually going to switch it up and for now.
Oh, he's going to go for a butterfly himself.
Yeah,
right.
doing up some invasion his own way. Which
just fight fire with fire.
And absolutely, yeah, good way to deal with it as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is going to be the item that allows him to continue fighting into the Lycan. Less about the perfect Omni Slash and more about bigger fights.
Excalibur, he gets the jump. Has the spring and heavily jumps to the side for Nukamati. He's trying to run Gorg. He'll back off and break the link in time. Make sure that not too much damage is taken away at all, but it doesn't mean they won't be able to commit for the kill on Nukamati. Nobody lost quite yet on 11Monkeyz. We'll see Zip Zapper committing. Actually, he's able to finish off the job. Gets him the prize, but they turn towards Palantimos. Palantimos is caught by the combo. We'll get the BKB off, but Gorg in with a big Omni Slash, taking Palantimos down.
11Monkeyz just aren't able to enter the fight.
To the side, Mary also being caught out here. Will try and jetpack their way to safety. But Team Bold, they've got another 3 kills here for Team Bold. 11Monkeyz this time round, not able to find anything.
You know it's a difficult one when you're Lycan and Invoker at the end of an engagement, both have 4 HP and mana. That entire fight started with Zeus kiting away from the Juggernaut. Razor got a Standard Link onto the Jug, but then Clockwork misses the hook shot, and in that single moment of just missing that lockdown on Jug, everyone just has to disengage, and there's Brewmaster once again just carrying these fights, splitting up 11Monkeyz, not allowing them to find these longer drawn-out fights that they want, keeping them cycloned up.
Let me see Gorg as well. I think, you know, that last fight as well, it took him a little too long for his liking to kill Palantimos. He's still switching between them all.
We went from Basher to MK. No, we went Basher to Butterfly to MKB to Skadi.
Honestly, they're all. I think Butterfly, Skadi, and MKB are my favorite out of the 3 of them in this situation.
I mean, why doesn't he just buy them all?
I mean, eventually he will. He's having a good game, Gorg. He's making a lot of money, 20k net worth, well ahead of everyone else, and he'll commit in for the Skadi. So a solid option, obviously. You're playing against 2 ranged cores. Razor, of course, in particular, one that's going to have a bit of a tough time when those slows come in from the Skadi.
Team Board feeling good for themselves now. Last couple of fights have been going their way. Of course, been able to get out his damage. Bot lane getting pushed in. Lycan has the Wolves and the Helm of the Overlord creep down there poking away.
See if they can surprise him there, but the smoke coming to an end soon. Doesn't look like 11Monkeyz will manage to find their way over to Team Bold's half of the map.
Both teams are well aware that Roshan's now up.
And both teams having the ability to take it very quickly. So they can get in, get a couple of kills. They'll almost certainly have the freedom to take it themselves in a matter of seconds.
The advantage though for 11Monkeyz, they have the Lycan in bot lane, they have the Invoker as well with Boots of Travel. They have ways to split push around the map. But Team Bold, Benga just died to the creeps!
Oh, he did, didn't he?
He just got 100 to 0'd by a Thunder hiding 2 wolves.
I mean, they didn't. Yeah, and there was no Sunstruck or Thunder Gods thrown into that. That was just the summons, right?
Wait, did he have to go steps the entire time?
No.
Or did he just fire that?
I mean, I think he must have just bought that in response to dying.
I guess so. Oh my.
I don't know if we'll be able to get a replay of that one, but yeah, poor old Bengen.
But the main thing is they just don't have these heroes that can split push or de-push effectively. So Team Bold, if this bot lane is getting pushed in, it's difficult for them to do Roshan and defend bot lane. So this is now the awkward phase of the game for Bold, even though they are coming ahead in most of these engagements. Oh. Poor Bengen. Yeah, Clockwork just relentlessly flaring the pit now. Not giving Board any opportunity to sneak it. An Invoker TPs the bot, pushes out.
And you like this from BNC? Looks like his sort of solution is going to be more hexes here for the team.
Yeah, if you're able to lock down this Juggernaut, then you're going to be able to get the kills. And the draft does lack a little bit of that lockdown. Zeus dying in the mid lanes.
Gonna be saved for now by the 4-star, but Gorg is able to chase him down with the Blade Fury. Palantimos commits him with the BKB and the link over towards Excalibur. Excalibur able to get out in time here with the BKB, keeps his distance, he's fine. So again, Team Bold, seen this a few times now, very much able to get in, get these kills, not lose much themselves. This time around they'll also be able to clean up the Ancient.
But every time they do that, 11Monkeyz are using so many resources to rebuttal this engagement. Razor used the BKB. Lycan even popped his ultimate and stood on the fringe of the fight. It's going to be a difficult Roshan contest now.
I mean, do they really want to try and throw bodies in towards the pit? It seems like a huge risk.
I don't think you can. Gold's still got the Omni Slash. They don't have hookshot for the steal either.
Splits back up. They'll try for a Sunstrike steal on the kill at least, but it won't be there in time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Aegis into the hands of Gorg.
Honestly, Board are doing a really good job of just non-stop poking at 11Monkeyz, finding these opportunities to kill them when they're not ready. And in doing so, we've yet to see a fight again where Razor has been able to lock into the middle. We've not seen the clockwork initiation with the Razor and the Lycan on the backlines. This Hex that Invoker picked up, he revealed it once in bot lane on Jug, but they didn't get the kill, and since then, there's just been no pickoffs available. All just quickly pushing out their lanes and not really showing too long on the map. Right now, he's going for the MKB. All right. I feel like at this stage, you'd need the MKB. Like, MKB into, like, a basher? Ooh, that's a nice little Jug build. I hear a Lycan ult somewhere.
They're looking for Gorg.
And they're going to get him.
Got him the once, but backup's coming in. He's going to be ready for round 2, I think, with the help of his mates. As Team Bolt, they'll turn up, and they're ready to fight. 11Monkeyz, got to be careful about committing on this if they want to stick around. They're still hovering around this area, but Mary, not a chance. And indeed, they've got to split from this. You know, just sort of take that for what it is. Getting the Aegis out of Gorg's hands that quickly and only losing a clock for it. And considering the position they're in, not a bad sort of poke and escape there from 11Monkeyz.
And that's what they've been wanting to do for like the last 15 minutes. And what Board have done an amazing job at not allowing them to do. So one lapse of kind of getting a bit comfortable gave 11Monkeyz that opportunity to find the kill, but fundamentally it's not going to change the pace of the game now for Board. Even if you don't have the Aegis, no. You're going to stick together as a team and sweep across the map.
Yeah, it's exactly what you said. You know, they needed that sort of move to happen when they just picked up that Hex and there was no Aegis on the Jug.
Yeah.
Now, in this sort of situation, Team Bolt, they'll be able to walk it off straight down the bottom lane. Gorg pretty much having the money to pick up his MKB, get that sent out, as he continues to be sort of just strides ahead of anyone else in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And again, 11Monkeyz just trying to use their sort of tools to their benefit of being able to keep the majority of lanes pushed back in against Team Bold. Team Bold, despite having the Gorg's Jug in such a fantastic position, it's not as simple for them to just run down a lane around the power of the Juggernaut. They have to deal with these lanes that are getting pressured in.
Yeah, and whilst dealing with the lanes being pressured, there are moments in the game where heroes get left behind or they can't TP around the map at the same pace of others. So there are opportunities where if 11Monkeyz continue to split push, if Invoker's always reading the other side of the map and setting up, Zeus is completely agony. So now you're going to have the Nimbus plus the Thunder Gods and then the Hex combo of the Invoker. These heroes can die on board if they're not playing together. But it's why, if you look at the minimap, Board are just playing together as 5. But as soon as they move top, look where 11Monkeyz are. They're in bot, they're in mid. They're really making it feel... It's really annoying for Board to play across the entirety of this map. Again, just it's a repercussion of not having a bot buyer on your team, right? You've got, what is it? Treads on the Tiny?
Yep.
Juggernaut, of course, phase boots. Brewmaster, of course, phase boots. Your supports aren't really your D pushers. Yeah, Rat Dota really is the best tactic for 11Monkeyz now.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the thing that's on Team Bold's mind the most. That they've got to make sure they don't sort of have a lapse of judgment in terms of considering how hard that could hit them, especially when they themselves are trying for these high ground pushes. They get past this tier 2 and try and keep that top wave moving in. There's a high chance that somebody or something will be knocking on the doors of their own base. We'll see how well they can deal with it here, Team Bold.
Oh! Well, that one worked. That was his first BKB as well.
Yeah. And, you know, now that they make that King Bars as they do nowadays with that longer cooldown, it certainly feels a lot worse when you pop it by accident.
But no one on board used a voice line, a tip, or even pinged the Invoker. So maybe they weren't aware of it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. But, yes. Could be a look of Stoikov this next minute. BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yes, now the push comes in. I mean, look at this push.
It's a pretty quick push.
It's a very quick push. This is the...
For only creeps. Let's add some context.
Yeah. No heroes involved in that one, but that's the tier 3 tower nearly taken down. Team Bold, that's it. The pressure is really going to be on to see them being able to deal with that sort of pressure whilst trying to obtain some sort of advancement with their own progression this game.
This is pretty interesting. So Bold actually mass TP to this bot tower, but instantly now sweep up the map. If 11Monkeyz just stay in this bot area and they see Bold shown like a top lane or mid lane, they can just go back to this bot racks again. So Bold, they half run to top and go, wait guys, no, we can't do this. We need to respect the fact that our TPs aren't available to deal with the rat. So instantly now straight back into the base. And this is just the difficulty of Bold now. They need to have a smoke that is just concise. Find their opponent, get the kill, have advantage running around the map getting kills. If they can't do that, they will just non-stop be chasing around the creeps trying to get them back across the river.
Monkeyz very much taking over this half of the map completely. Team Bold, they'll look to try and get the push on them themselves.
Cancelled Excalibur's TP. He's gonna have to rush back now to the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, they're TPing back again.
Tower falls.
The racks now exposed.
This is just the most annoying Dota to play against.
Yeah, they just can't get out on the map, Team Bold. They have to keep coming back to deal with this bottom lane. I mean, as you said, bots are going to have to be considered by some of these heroes for certainly if this, down to this sort of playstyle that 11Monkeyz is just causing so many issues for Team Bold right now.
And 11Monkeyz has got really good positioning to continue this rat, right? You've got the Wolves on one high ground, Mary on the Clockwork also covering another smoke angle. The high ground ward, so even if Bold wants to enter this area where the rats are, infested, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get that perfect initiation. Yeah, it's quite a stalemate that's being formed here. I think the saving grace for Bold is they have this gem already on the Tiny, sweeping across the map, getting these quick D wards. So at least Bold aren't playing underneath dire vision whilst getting ratted. That would just feel infinitely worse. Oh, okay, yeah, ninja gear. I was like, oh, solo smoke. Excalibur's poking his head in. Again, don't forget, he has the gem. So once he gets into this area, he'll be able to start scouting out some of these areas.
He's going to get straight over towards Nukamati. He's got the 4 staff. Excalibur, of course, he'll want to keep trying to chase this. It doesn't look like he wants to go any further now, because he knows that 11Monkeyz themselves could be making their way down here. Mary was starting to consider it, but the rest of the claws, they'll stick themselves around the mid lane.
11Monkeyz, though, they're hugging their ward.
They're going to try and pick a fight around this.
They see Gorg.
Stoikov, he's in with the Hex. Straight away, they're on top of Gorg. Gorg needs help, and he needs it now. But Palantimos, he's in on top of him. He takes him out. Gorg goes down. Palantimos turns over towards Pablo. 2 dead on Team Bold. Zip Zapper, he's trying to get Mary in return with the primal split, but he himself has to back off as 11Monkeyz are cleaning through the Brewlings.
And they see the final one.
They can get up to the high ground. They want to try and dive, double buybacks. Pablo and Gorg buying back for this one. The Avalanche only catching on to Nukamati. He'll be dead for sure. But if 11Monkeyz don't lose anyone else out of this, they'll be very happy with that series of events there.
Just a flawless 5 minutes of play from 11Monkeyz. The constant rat playing underneath their own vision, kiting out that smoke, but not being too afraid to then play back on their high ground ward. Utilizing that Hex onto the Juggernaut, finally converting all the damage to kill him off 100 to 0, force out the double buyback. It's really nice stuff from 11Monkeyz, and just unable to deal with the side lane aggression.
I mean, a short Roshan respawn would play right into Bold's hands. 40 seconds, not too bad. They need that Rosh, they need that Aegis.
They're trying to find the Invoker.
Excalibur, got the setup, Hex
nice
down,
Lotus.
But the Lotus, it was there in time, so Stoikov ends up hexing himself. And with that, no escape. They take down the Invoker. They need to find these kills, find these moves. Gorg, yes, we saw that, committing the buyback. Does mean this game is in a bit of a risky position now for Team Bold if Gorg goes down again in these next 5 minutes.
Yeah, if they didn't kill the Invoker there, it would have been back into their base under the pressure. But getting this single kill gives them a little bit of breathing room. Yeah,
we should see them start to scout out the Roshan. Excalibur, he's already back into the jungle of 11Monkeyz, and he's found Mary. So another catch to be found. Again, massive here around this point where Roshan has respawned, and Team Bold, they'll want to head straight for this. Pablo checks it out. And this shorter respawn, it's going to be massive for Team Bold. It allows them to get in, take this Roshan whilst Mary and Stoikov are down, and make sure that Gorg has that protection of the Aegis.
Yeah, just this lingering vision from Board. They had a couple of wards in the Dire jungle. Because 11Monkeyz were playing for so long in the Radiant jungle, it just gave Excalibur free vision to be able to find these additional pickoffs. And
of course we saw that as well. Gorg able to get the Aghanims out of that drop too.
Oh, yeah, he's a big lad now. He's a happy one. The Skadi, of course, from earlier, the MKB now to deal with the Razor. Ags from the Roshan. Gonna be a difficult kill. I guess the main thing is he's very aggressive in itemization. If he gets hexed, there is still not a lot of saves outside of maybe the Marcy Dispose.
Yeah, they've got a couple of forces are nice as well.
Yeah, it's going to be like Tiny Tosk, Force, or Marcy Dispose. A lot of movement to save him. Maybe a Clutch Load Stop. But if that doesn't come into play, the Static Link comes in, they don't get those movements off. Jug will still have a lot of issues in these fights. But on the other hand, if he doesn't get jumped, he's going to rip through these heroes. It's going to be an absolute menace for Dire to deal with.
Of course, Team Bold, once they do get up to the buildings, they'll take them down very, very quickly.
Yep.
With sort of how large Gorg is in the situation, the fact that Excalibur also very close to being able to get that AC done and completed out towards him. Looks like he is, of course, holding on to the goal for buyback.
The Wraith Pact on the Viper as well. They've got multiple ways to give Gorg a good fight.
They're going to try and smoke up. It's going to be a long movement here, all the way from their own bottom lane, so
but this is
could be tricky to catch them.
It's a good smoke, though. The lanes are in a good spot. Bot lane, top lane pushed in. Tiny showing mid to push it out. This is the one time that they're smoking, and they're not having to think backwards towards their base. Oh, let's deal with this rat. No, they finally dealt with the rat. They've got to their own side of the map, or to the enemy side of the map, sorry.
Looks like 11Monkeyz are relatively prepared for this, though. They read sort of the lane situation, know this sort of play will be happening, and they're back into their own base.
But even if they don't convert on a kill, it's just about positioning. They're playing now on the Dire side with confidence. They're not worrying about anything else. Sure, in about 25 seconds' time, this top lane, bot lane will be pushed in through flares and wolves, but until that point, Ball can still look for it.
There we go, AC on Excalibur, and indeed making sure that he still has buyback gold available.
It's just, he's on cooldown still for 4 minutes, so even though they have this Aegis, like, and I'm talking about all this aggression that they could do, in the back of their minds, they're like, guys, if we dive and die and then die after Aegis and we don't have buyback, they run down mid with like and we lose the game.
And look at these pushes, of course, coming in outside. A couple of siege creeps, a whole army of range creeps. This has to be dealt with.
Oh, look at the farm, though, from Gorg. Oh, that's a lot of gold. 36,000 net worth now on this Juggernaut.
I mean, where's he going next with his build? You would sort of imagine what the Abyssal still being the last slot for him.
Oh, money, money, money.
He's starting off with sort of 5,400. And then I think after it all gets cleaned up, he gets sort of about 6,200. So a nice sort of 800 gold creep wave, essentially, with everything thrown into there that Gorg was able to clean up.
Can't teach that, honestly. Perfect spin.
Loads of money.
But, you know, realistically, Abyssal Blade will be his next item. And then after that, you're talking about Boots of Travel to be able to play into the later portions of the game. Razor just picking up the Satanic. The scary part will be there's a 1 minute window after Aegis where Jug doesn't have buyback. If 11Monkeyz have timed both buyback and Aegis, they will know about this 1 minute window. They might look for it. Nice scan from board, though.
Excalibur. Oh, he's going to go for Mary.
Oh, that was awkward, though. If he didn't get that instant toss, now behind the tree, wouldn't have got the kill. But yeah, nice speed from Excalibur there. Could have been in the Invoker, but finds the Clockwork instead. But again, like I was mentioning, when Clockwork's alive and the Aegis is out, there is a very brief window in which they can really force a fight. But I would probably be skeptical they really go for it. It feels like a high-risk play trying to slot yourself into that 1 minute window to really kill off board.
And you like that this game, you know, from Pablo, we are seeing some love for the Marcy Shard this game.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to bring it up or not, but yeah, he likes the Shard. He likes jumping on heroes and throwing them around, but it also kind of plays more into this game, having the static link, the cogs. There's a lot of things that you want to get away from, so being able to help your teammates out, it does feel good. In other games, it could just feel deletable. Oh, the high ground. We've not seen this for quite some time.
Yeah, you know, Team Bold, they've persevered and they managed to get the lanes in a state where they can get up with the push. See, of course, once they get that push going, it doesn't take them long. Melee racks gone in a second, and they'll back off there. The fortification not quite coming out in time from 11Monkeyz to set up a defense around that.
And Aegis out. There could be a window where 11Monkeyz smoke and try and... Okay, they
Gorg straight out of there. With the Aegis gone, and still with what, about a minute until his buyback's back up. They don't want to risk anything in this timing. Yeah, still 1 minute on the buyback cooldown, so no reason to play it risky. They got what they came for.
But they are going for the smoke. They are going to try and find that fight.
Team Bold are going to set up for this on the high ground.
It's a little bit obvious though. There's 2 Radiant wards in the dire triangle on the bot side of the map. Not seeing anyone farm that Ancient. Big indicator.
Yeah, it looks like they expected Team Bold to be holding up around their triangle. Was it to be the case? Team Bold, they play it over in their own jungle.
Oh, both teams kind of moving naturally towards each other. Double high ground vision for 11Monkeyz on the Radiant triangle. If Team Bold are to... Okay, no, they're not good. They walk into mid, they push it out, they go, guys, just playing our vision. Both teams now have mirroring vision on the map, holding both the off lane and mid lanes once they get into the high ground areas. Neither team really wants to run head on in, unless it's underneath. They're in control.
They're ready to try and just sort of brute force a second set of racks here, I think, Team Bold.
They've been farming for 50 minutes. Their heroes can do it. Brew split. Tiny with a tree.
They're straight in.
Jug doesn't even need to help out. He can just step back and be a supporting hero right now.
It's the tier 3 gone. See what sort of a defense 11Monkeyz can put together. See the hook shot in, Mary. Ready to go straight for the back lines. He's out with the jetpack. He's been caught. He managed to catch the 2 of them in the Blade Fury and has given the space to take down Excalibur without any backup from T-Bolt coming in. Gorg will come in with the Omni Slash, but it's going to be shared nicely between the heroes of 11Monkeyz. He'll come in with a Swift Slash, but it's not enough damage at this point. Gorg in trouble. He gets taken down. As they will die, the 2 of them, Excalibur and Gorg, off the back of that push. They did get the melee racks. So progress in terms of the base, but you know that 11Monkeyz, they're going to come straight down the mid and look to force those buybacks out. And already, Excalibur, he's going to commit his. Maybe sort of on the hope that as a 4-man, they can protect the state of their base without Gorg having to buy back himself.
I think he's going to have to buy back. That's the worst thing. Sure, you get the second rack, but at what cost? We also get to see Lycan Axe on Razor. Pretty fun turning Razor into the melee hero. Running around quite quickly, sharing the lifesteal and the crit, but...
I say this is quite a scary build as well from BNC. Not only has he got the Hex, he's also got the Blink coming up. So you're going to just have this additional hero
initiating
Blink and Hex, a Blink Hex initiating Lycan. You don't always expect that. I see. Can they hold us for? Can they protect this buyback from Gold? I'm not ready. Look at Mary go. Look at it.
He's so ready to place the ward down.
Oh, I mean, Zipzapper knows something's up. Checking the tree lines. I think because they tried to use the ninja gear and it got dispelled immediately. Yeah, they know he's in there.
But they have a gem, they know it's...
Oh, is it? They're going to see him put down a ward. He will jump out with a hook shot. Stoichkos ready to get in. They're looking for this fight past the barracks. They'll go straight for it, but Gorg's in with the buyback. Moves in with the Blade Fury. Palantimos, he's turned into a wolf. He's trying to run. He gets the BKB off the Omni Slash, so the Swift Slashes in. It's not enough damage, of course, on his own to take them out. 11Monkeyz, they're trying to escape. But the Cyclone's there, controlling Palantimos. They got any further stun they have. Pablo's in with the Dispose, gets Palantimos dragged back into the midst of the action. They bring down the Razor. They're going to hunt for more. There's Nukamati teeping out in the trees. They got any cancel? They don't. So just the 2 of them from 11Monkeyz going down. And it did cost the buyback from Gorg. Probably, as you said, was going to be inevitable either way. So Team Bold, they'll be glad that they did get at least 1 big core kill out of that. Palantimos gone for 80. Very much could be something they themselves now could look to force out.
Yeah, now we flip the script, right? It's, can 11Monkeyz defend their high ground? Can they prevent this Razor having to buy back? Then if they do buy back on the Razor, are they able to at least punish and maybe fight kill off Gorg? I think the saving grace for 11Monkeyz is shown in spawning in 50 seconds, Razor up in 60.
What is this Brood doing? I think he's had a bit too much to drink, T.
A bit tired of the game, that's all he's thinking. He wants to get out.
What is this? That's what happens if you have too much there, kids.
Drink responsibly.
Let's see. Yeah, 30 seconds until the Roshan. Such an important timing for both teams. More so for Team Bold with their carry. Gorg not having the buyback. He needs that Aegis. Just as it played out, Palantimos was not forced to buy back.
Yet. There will be a 10-second window where Roshan respawns, and Board can easily...
that would be such a ballsy play to sort of buy back with 10 seconds left to get to the Roshan in time, but he's not going to do it, surely.
It's more like, I feel like 11Monkeyz should already be at Roshan, poking and prodding to not allow them this awkward position.
I mean, this is going to go down so quick. Pablo also popping the ult. They're scouting it out. Can anybody get over here in time? I don't think so. Team Bold, they'll be able to secure this Roshan.
Instantly falls.
Refresher, somebody take it.
And this
somebody pick it up.
They got it?
Who got it?
They're nice.
They got it on Pablo.
They're nice. Got BKB.
Pablo.
I suppose. And this all started because, don't forget, Mary on the clockwork, he dove behind the tier 3s, placed the ward, and initiated a very big fight.
It went pretty deep there, and indeed that definitely gave Team Bold the breathing room to respond, get the kill.
Instant fight though.
We're going to see them try and wrap him from the side. Stoikov is going to look for the perfect Hex opportunity. Mary straight in. He's straight in past them all. He's gone over to the back lines. Gordon's going to be able to get the Blade Fury off. Mary's not getting out of this one. Palantimos, again, bitten up by BNC. Tries to run and pops to refresh again to stick around the BKB. They're in with the slash, but he actually gets sent up by the Cyclone. And still, that was just a swish slash for the big Omni slash, still ready to go. And Gord, he's ready to let it rip. Straight in onto Palantimos a second time. Palantimos getting low, but he's healing back up. Both him and BNC being controlled as they cannot deal with Gord and Excalibur. These buybacks, both teams very much set on trying to make something still happen. I think Team Bold's going to be a bit more hot with the chase, though. There's Pablo straight in, gets the drag back onto Stoikov. Stoikov, he's taken out.
He has
another
buyback.
He'll be buyback for sure. As we saw this sort of in game 2, both teams throwing everything into these team fights in what could be potentially the last moments of the game. That's Team Bold, straight down the mid, Pablo. They're going to get in on this Zip Zapper, already setting up onto Nukamadi with the Cyclone, but they won't find any further control. They'll jump back out. We have, what, two buybacks there from Team Bold, 3 from 11Monkeyz. 11Monkeyz spending the more costly ones, Palantimos and Stoikov having to use those there to try and have a chance of fighting back. Of course, throughout that whole team fight, not able to take the Aegis away from Gorg. He's still got 2 lives to play with.
And still the cheese on the Tiny. Plenty of resources on board to move up to this top lane of Rax. It isn't the final lane of Rax though. The range still lives in the bot.
See how hard Team Bold want to push this.
Both teams have to be careful though. Buybacks aren't really too hot for either team.
Still 3 minutes on the Aegis. No Omni Slash for 45 seconds. But still, if Team Bold get in there, they do take the buildings, the barracks and the towers down very quickly. Zip Zapper, he's ready to commit and make some space here with the Primal Split. Smoke up from 11Monkeyz, they're going to look for the perfect opportunity to jump in. They're going to get in with the Hex on Excalibur. The BKB was off. Also, no, the Psychic Immunity was there for him to give him some safety, but it wasn't enough. They still take him out. That's Excalibur gone from the push for 2 minutes. See if 11Monkeyz can chase for more. They lost Mary themselves. So have to respect the fact that Zip Zapper with the Refresher has more rounds of the Primal Split to go. So they won't chase out of the base, but they will be safe in the knowledge that Team Bold unlikely to push back at them again for 100 seconds.
Oh, this game. Even though Bold's got such a lead, every time they walk high ground, it feels like they're sacrificing a core. Go, he wants to find the fight. Come on, look at him. He's got the Omni Slash, he's got the Aegis.
He is going to try and jump back in when 11Monkeyz might not expect it. You know, sort of more feeling that Team Bold would back off whilst Excalibur's down, but Team Bold, they're sticking around in the jungle of 11Monkeyz just on the off chance that anybody steps up here. Getting close to 60 minutes.
Oh, tier 5 items time. Yeah, okay, right. So, if
any big ones?
Book of the Dead for 11Monkeyz.
I mean, Book of the Dead.
They all just TP bot,
that's going to be
clout to the base.
Yep. Yeah, if they get the Book of the Dead.
Throw on a Stygian on top of that. Oh, we might get to see some base races.
A Book of the Dead would be the big one. No doubt about it.
Soak up a bit of the Omni Slash as well.
Seer Stone, with all these hexes in play, also would be rather nasty.
Getting some good vision to enter the fight for sure. Get the Pirate Hat, get some economy going your way if you're 11Monkeyz.
I mean, they're down quite a bit here. 23k lead for Team Bold. Still quite the lead on the numbers, but indeed the probability, giving respect to how much there's still a chance for 11Monkeyz to get the win here. Just a 71% win probability for Team Bold, 29 for 11Monkeyz.
If we just look back at the Lycan's items, it is pretty fun to see, right? He's all in with the Bloodthorn. It's going to be Blink into Hex, the Bloodthorn. The Razor's got a Blink as well. If they ever find this Jug or Brute out by their lonesome, They're gonna die, that's for sure.
It didn't quite play out in terms of being able to save Excalibur. Definitely seeing the potential, you know, from Pablo with that 25. This little sort of 1.5 second of sidekick immunity may just be enough to buy some time during that Hex to make sure that they don't get sort of hit by everything else under the sun.
Yeah, the key thing is it will be removing the Bloodthorn, right? Removing that additional crit.
Yeah.
The soul burn as well.
So, yeah, Pablo, I think, eyes on him to make the real clutch save.
Oh, Mary, you are so aggressive. Whew.
And there we go, Aegis. Coming to an end for Gorg. It's buyback. Back up once again in 40 seconds. Still very much has the goal for that. So Team Bold still feeling comfortable and sort of the fact that they can stick around this top lane and can look to try and push on the racks once more.
And they have buyback advantage on board. Razor's still on cooldown for like 2-3 minutes. So very much their window to siege with a little bit of insurance.
Zipzapper is trying to scout out the situation as he jumps in with the split. Gorg's going to step up. That's the range rat Scott. Mary's going to try and start things off. They're over the Hex onto Gorg. Gorg is going to get thrown out to the side here. Pablo trying to do his best to save Gorg. Gorg, can he live through this? The Force, they'll be able to save him. Gorg's going to get out to the side. He's going to be fine with the Blade Fury. Palantir must have to put the BKB in, having to run as well. Excalibur jumps back in, takes out Mary. As Mary's out for good.
Gorg's getting pretty low.
Pablo will fall. Gorg, he's been caught by the silence. He's trying to stand his ground here. He's going to get caught by the Hex yet again. Gorg gets taken down. Zipzapper, he's got another split to play with. See if they can poke for anything more. Him and Bengen trying to bring down Nukamati. We'll see Excalibur sneaking out of the fight. He's out down the mid, but Bengen will fall. 3 dead on Team Bold.
Excalibur's going for the Megas.
And he's going to get it.
Whoa.
He's going to get it. It might have cost them a few lives, Team Bold, but they get the job done. The Mega Creeps are out. And even if 11Monkeyz push down mid, Gorg does have buyback. Bengen, of course, his is still on cooldown for 2 minutes, and there isn't quite the money on it. There is still the cooldown as well for Pablo.
They have to go down mid.
3 versus 4.
They have to go down mid. They have to go on the fact that you have to just hope that the buybacks aren't there.
They should know. They should know with the sort of, because it's
in regards to the first two, yeah. But the Juggernaut, you should expect the buyback to be available. But you have 4v5. Clockwork can also TP in. Doesn't actually have outposts, but yeah, very much. This is the window in the game for 11Monkeyz.
I think if they don't win it now, they're not winning it at all. This is their chance. Their one chance potentially as the game goes on.
They got one shot.
See Zipzapper. He's trying to slow them down. He's headed in, but he's getting hexed up and he's dead.
He has buyback.
No primal split for 15 seconds. 11Monkeyz are going to go straight to the tier 4. Gorg has to buy back as well.
4 heroes in the base. Clockwork running down mid. It's a 4v3 right now. Cheese still available on Tiny.
They'll go for the mid racks. Do they really want to try and push for more here, 11Monkeyz?
Without Marcy alive, the defensive capabilities of board are gone.
I mean, Pablo has been the big save. They're going to get the jump in straight away onto Zipzapper. Gorg, he heads in with the Blade Fury. Zipzapper tries to get back towards the fountain, but he can't escape this. He gets taken down. See them get the setup on the Gorg. Is he able to get the Omni Slash off in time as he comes back down? He is. He's straight in with the ultimate over towards BNC. Takes down the Lycan over towards Nukamati. It's 2 kills here for Gorg. The defense looking to be a good one so far here from Team Bold. It's 11Monkeyz. They'll have to respect the fact now that Pablo's back up. Bengen's also going to be back in the game in 20 seconds. They were able to get that mid set of racks, but they weren't able to get more.
Oh, so incredibly close. They find the initiation, they kill off the Brewmaster. If they had a little, like, something else in the tank to maybe lock down that Jug, it could have been different. But yeah, a nice Omni Slash ripping through everyone, forcing 11Monkeyz just to disperse from the engagement.
Yeah, big ult from Gorg. Huge damage done. He's about to hit the level 30.
And now it gets difficult.
It does. That you know, they just didn't have enough sort of power to push as quickly as they needed to there in that window, 11Monkeyz. As Mary looks like he didn't want the money.
Does he go back? Oh, he did turn around, to be fair.
Did he go back for the money?
Oh, wait, what? No, they're still there.
Dire are scanning.
They even took the outpost.
Yeah, he took the time to get the outpost.
Kills are more important.
Huh?
We heard that from Crit.
Excalibur. His BKB's on cooldown for 7 seconds. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He is dead.
Some might say Tiny wouldn't have died if he spent time getting the bounties.
That's true.
The 0.4 seconds of getting all 3 bounties. You factor it in, Owen.
And Mary's just doing the big brain stuff. He's thinking of the things that matter here, and it's not money.
Let's not joke around. Mary's just a super aggressive player. I think he's in my mind.
Talking about super aggressive players. What's happening? Brought a rapier.
Woo! Sorry. Don't know why.
I mean,
they got megas.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't.
Oh, they're getting them. Yes, BNC.
He's getting the money. There we go. BNC cleaning up the dollar.
That is a lot of gold. Look at that. 23k lead. Now it's a 6k lead.
Honestly, I didn't expect this rapier T. But I guess buyback is on cooldown. Gork, he wanted to go all in, and there's no better item to go all in with than the Divine Rapier.
I mean, every Omni Slash, he's putting these heroes to half HP.
Yeah, this is going to be deadly.
If he finds the Razor now with an Omni, the Razor's dead.
I mean, he's going for the flashy plays, the flashy finish here, and if he gets a huge ultimate off, and yeah, with the attack speed of a Pirate Hat, the damage, the DPS during those Omni Slashes is going to be off the charts.
But they need to get more of their tier 5 neutral items.
Yeah, what else do they
They've only got Pirate Hat and the Book of Shadows on Radiant, and for Dire, they've got a Stygian and a Seer Stone. So incredible items so far for 11Monkeyz.
They might just get themselves a Rosh shot. I don't think they've had a chance to get it themselves this game, but now 11Monkeyz, 64 minutes in, they will find the Rosh.
And they're the ones with Mega Creeps.
So who we got taking what? Aghanims, Palantimos. Aegis, Palantimos. G's for Mary.
All right, now it's tier 5 time. Do they get a Book of the Dead? That's the real question. If you're
talking about the Ancients, so the Mega Creeps, we've got a Maelstrom on the Invoker. Stoikov is ready to turn into a bit of a right-clicker to deal with all these creeps coming in.
To be fair, 11Monkeyz, they actually have a decent enough lineup to deal with it, right? They've got the Razor, the Zeus, the Invoker, Lycan as well. Like, all these heroes, in their own way, can actually push out waves relatively well. But no, the key... Oh, what's the OR?
This can trip up the jug a little bit, Carney. There's a Mirror Shield in play.
No, yeah, that will for sure. This late into the game, will the...
Well, actually, no one's... Who's taking it?
Oh, they're yet to get there. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Mirror...
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, Stoikov's going to have it. Yep. So Mirror Shield in play. They'll have to bear that in mind, Team Bold, when they're trying to make the moves. We've got the Ex Machina on Excalibur.
Double Satanic, double BKB. Double Silver Edge, pretty important.
Smoke from Team Bold. Book of the Dead.
Oh, we got the
Book of the Dead.
And the
I tell you, you cannot understate how much the Book of the Dead can do when it comes to the rat and the split push.
Just pushing out these Mega Creeps is so important.
This, like, low-key may be the item.
Low-key, it is the item.
Team Bold over the edge. They've got to watch out for the rat from the Book of the Dead.
I just want to see a base race.
And when there's a Book of the Dead in play here, they couldn't have asked for a better neutral, I think, at this stage, 11Monkeyz. They've got the Book of the Dead. That will give them the opportunity, or pretty much the guarantee, that one of these lanes is always going to be pushed back round, even though there's Megas in play against them.
Rarely I say this, but this is the game where neutral items have given 11Monkeyz such confidence in this late game, right? The Mirror Shield against the Jug, the Seer Stone for the Vision, the Book of the Dead, and the Stygian for the push. Like, 4 of their items so far. They have 1 left, but 4 of the items, in my opinion, are like near perfect for the state of the game they're in currently. RNG is on their side right now. They just got to get to a position where they can use them. Because there's also one thing. Team Bold, they can just relentlessly push with the Brew alone. You just split from a distance, keep 1 Brew split out, the rest go in. This game could last 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, could last forever. We might never leave the studio again. Gorg might never stream again if he can't get out of this game.
Oh no. Oh no.
Koik was real happy about that one.
Oh no. It's gonna be stuck here forever.
Oh no.
Look at this push coming down bottom. Look at the Book of the Dead go. Book of the Dead on Lycan. Oh, it's beautifully
I do miss Necro Book. No, I'm joking. No, I don't. I'm a support player. Don't miss that.
Oh, bit. Mary!
Oh, whoa! That was so cool.
Look at him go. The boy can fly.
Dude, Mary is like in my most aggressive players.
These racks are just dead.
Come on now.
Oh, okay, they'll be able to save them for now, but it's so low.
All right, if I said to you, most aggressive player in Dota, like POS 5, who would you say? Mine was Spartan. Now it's Mary.
Oh, you think Mary's taking over? Look at this.
So
is this sort of a hook shot mid-toss or something?
Yeah. So he has a second to hook shot, he hooks, and then...
Whee! See ya.
What's happening in bot lane?
Oh, they're back in with a push. They'll get the racks for sure. Now, their best bet is to try and limit casualties. Now, get the racks, get out if you're 11Monkeyz, I think.
Yeah. Is Zappa thinking otherwise?
11Monkeyz are still hanging around. Apparently, he's back in. He's just going to jump straight back in and look for Bagan. They want to go for kills here, but Excalibur will come in with a combo himself. Sidekick community giving a bit of safety to the lead whilst he's been hacked. And now
there's a rapier.
They've taken down Palantimos to watch. So he's still got the Swiss Slash to play with. Toss to the side, allowing Gorg to reset whilst he's been silenced. So Palantimos put the BKB, now he's opting to run. But Excalibur jumps forward. We'll see BNC bite Palantimos in an attempt to speed him up to get him out of there. BNC will get left behind. Cleaned up by the Swiss Slash of Gorg. 11Monkeyz, they've got to continue to run. They've got to get out. And they will. They'll get the rest of them out of there. But that is BNC down for 2 minutes. And oh, Mary? He's going to get out of this. He's got a hook shot up in a second. So if there's anything to pull himself over towards.
There's a creep wave coming.
Off he goes. He's out with the TP. So, I mean, honestly, a little surprised there that the 11Monkeyz tried to push for a fight after getting the racks. You know, what was sort of the plan in that situation?
Yeah, I feel like they were just trying to play on the element of surprise, right? At this state of the game, 70 minutes in, these late game jumps with the Hex and quick kill, if you 100-0 hero, it can just be that deciding factor. But realistically, I agree with you. Yeah. I think they should have disengaged the reset for top.
Yeah. You know, BNC's out of the game, and he's the man with the Book of the Dead. So suddenly the lanes aren't going to be, they're going to be in a very, very good position for Team Bold, of course, with the Megas going, and nothing to counteract that. No buyback on BNC. Team Bold, I think they could smell the victory here. Yeah,
and he doesn't have buyback because he had the Ags and he ate it, so a little bit of misplay.
Oh, he's out of this money.
It's only a money buyback. It's not because of time.
Oh, yeah.
And this base will fall if they get to that point, of course.
They're being careful. I think Team Bold, they may be saying to themselves, well, he's back up in 50 anyway. We don't need to force it. We have a Rapier. Let's wait out and get the next Roshan.
Yeah. The funny thing in Dota is once you take 3 lanes of racks, taking the tier 4s and the Ancient, it's actually quite difficult, right?
Sure. Because you feel like
it's the center of the base.
You know, we've got the Megas, we don't need to rush.
Yeah. Even though 11Monkeyz can deal with them quite effectively, we've seen it for the last 10 minutes or so. Team Bold just, they don't want to throw their bodies in, don't want to have to start wasting their buybacks to give this window of, oh, 11Monkeyz have buyback and we don't, yada, yada, yada. So very much.
How's the overall buyback stage?
Everyone's got it, but Lycan, due to his own economy. And it's 1,800 gold away.
That's 70 minutes in.
And they don't even have a Philly Stone to give to him. Oh, sorry, do they have a Philly Stone? They don't. Ah.
Let's have a look. In terms of the tier 5 status, we did get them all cleared up in the end. And all are being used.
You know what? I think these are the best 5 neutral items you could ask for 11Monkeyz. Clockwork with the Book of Shadows. You can disjoint from the Omni Slash as well. Just throw that onto your Eraser. Yeah, I think 11Monkeyz have just really lucked out on their tier 5.
What's sort of been the best find for Team Bold out of the drops? I mean, Ex Machina is very good, right, for Satanic BKB cores.
That's very good.
That is very good.
Pirate Hat, sorry, is a bit meh.
I mean, Seer Stone is a pretty good meme, right, on Marcy, with the distance you're able to throw people around.
No, that's good. That's good.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at that dispose range. You know, you're basically a Rubik at this point, right?
Yeah. Or better. No, yeah, I feel like, for Board at this state, maybe you'd argue.
Well, honestly, with all the hexes in play, and Mirror Shield probably would have been
honestly.
Nice, right?
Yeah, Mirror Shield, actually, Mirror Shield would have been very good. Maybe even a Giant Spring could be a little bit tankier on the Brewmaster. Or even the Force Boots, just to be a bit quicker. Because then, of course, Force Boots, you get another item slot. You're not using boots anymore. But no, yeah. In terms of tier 5s, 11Monkeyz, 11 out of 10 for which ones they got. Board, around about like a 6 out of 10 for theirs.
6? Oh, I'll give it a 7.
Oh, you know what? You're generous.
Oh, you know, I like the 150 attack speed for a jug.
Yeah, I guess you got the Rapier. No, there is no laughing matter.
No laughing matter. You know, we've seen in these Omni Slashes how much damage can be done.
He is hitting every 0.22 seconds.
And he's got Moonshot as well. Yeah, he's completely done now.
Very healthy on the attack speed.
And completely slotted out. It doesn't get any better than this for Gorg. He's at maximum power.
Like, it's still without buyback, 2,100 gold. Everyone else has it in the game.
Let's queuing up a Butterfly next, Gorg. So, still thinking of future items to buy, but I mean, even if he gets the Butterfly, what's he even switching out for that? I guess the Manta. But yeah, building kind of for slots that he doesn't have. But I mean, is that sort of suitable? Do you think swapping out the Manta for this state? You know how crucial is having the self to spell himself? Can he rely on his teammates?
I'd argue it's kind of useless right now, outside of maybe the split push of the Mantas.
So swapping it for the butterfly feels kind of nice.
I'd probably say...
Wait, what did he sell? I sold the Mjolnir. Mjolnir for the butterfly. You like that one?
It makes the illusions better, right? It's all about the pushing without him being there. So you see here, he sends the 2 illusions down, he fights. It's less about him pushing out the waves. He's not playing into the megas himself. I think you might argue later down the line, he might have the Manta as a backpack item, put it in, spawn illusion, put it back, have another active item.
Yeah, but no, yeah, you're absolutely right. These sort of Manta illusions are now, they're easily clearing the waves, and they're not going to be too easy to deal with. Unless they want to drop the Hexus. Okay, well, Roshan, 30 seconds. Definitely going to be the thing that Team Bold are holding off for now.
Don't forget the importance of this game as well. Both teams kind of sitting at the bottom of the division right now.
What are we
11Monkeyz are 0-3. Team Board are 1-2. The only team Board was able to beat was EU Rejects, who are 0-4 right now.
And of course, their next matchup is quite the exciting one, right, T?
Yeah, it is. This is the practice game.
This is the warm-up game for Team Bold.
Yep.
Before the big one, Nigma Galaxy.
And Nigma are quite scared for this series, of course, after this showing of
Nigma's going to be watching. They might be sweating.
I mean, they are. I think they are.
Team Bold here showing that they can keep their composure here in a 74-minute game. That's not easy.
Technically speaking, Bold is the better team past 60 minutes because Nigma just hasn't got there yet.
They haven't got
in the DPC.
They win their games too quickly. It's a terrible problem to have.
Bold, though, getting away the 4th, 5th Agility
Who even needs the Aghanims? I guess just bang him, right? Is he going to take that? Aghanims for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
11Monkeyz, they did get themselves rather close to the base once more down the bottom.
But this is the setup that 11Monkeyz want, right? You want Zeus to be top lane pushing out. You have that global threat with the Nimbus or the Thunder Gods, and then the rest of your team position in a way that you can threaten that, hey, if we get to your base, guys, we could just 100-0 very quickly. Both teams, though, have fortification, have scan available, so the late game shenanigans will be protected with those, with the utility there.
There we go. Gorg, next for him will be the Swift Blink.
Yep.
And what's going to be out for that one? Is it going to be the Manta? Because I feel like playing with the illusions to push out the lanes is really nice, and Gorg has been consistent.
Backpack, you know? You just keep it in backpack.
Okay.
Flip and swap. It's 75 minutes into the game. You have to expect your characters to be playing with 7-8 items at this point.
Yeah. Oh, Excalibur has, of course, got the Aegis this time. But the BKB doesn't want to lose it yet. Obviously, still having 4 minutes on it. They want to look for some sort of more proactive play, in which there could be the risk of losing Aegis.
For 11Monkeyz, they just need to keep kiting, poking them here. This Aegis, if they can just make the Team Board waste it on their side of the map, not allow this Tiny to get to the tier 4s and club them down with just the Aegis, they'll be pretty happy with that. Still Team Board now. They've dealt with the Rat perfectly this time. They've got mid pushed in. They're as 5 moving through bot lane, not allowing any window for 11Monkeyz to kind of sneak around. And both teams, if they get to the Ancient, it's going to fall incredibly quick.
Oh, it is. It is. It's going to be down in seconds. They do at least, both sides obviously have the fortification back up. And of course, Team Bold, they have one more tier 4 to bite through than 11Monkeyz need to themselves. They've already taken one.
I'm just going to keep saying it. I want to see a base race, Owen. I want to see a base race. That's all I'm going to say.
Still, though, despite the fact that the Book of the Dead's in play, the overall power of the Mega Creeps and Team Bold have been making sure that there's been barely a chance for even one of the waves to get over the river. They've been keeping it pushed out nicely.
It's hard to find out who would do more damage. I'd argue that Bold would still hit it quicker due to the fact they have the Tiny with the tree plus the Rapier of the Jug. Even though you have Stygian and Book of the Dead, Lycan and Razor, it's just the innate building DPS of Bold is still a little bit stronger, I'd argue. But now, they're finally walking up into the base. Nearly 80 minutes into this game. The lead's has been fluctuating for the last 25 minutes.
There we go, smoke time from Team Bold. They want to try and make a jump. Zip Zapper, he's ready to go in. They're going to go straight for the tier 4s. See if they can force out the fortification first. BKB popped by Excalibur as he continues to commit over the side. Gore pops the Blade Fury's in on top of BNC and double core by the Pistol Blade is out.
The Ancient's just going down.
See the buyback for the two of them there indeed. They're looking to focus to end it. The fortification will come out. Excalibur losing a hell of a lot of his damage into the stand. He gets taken down the once. The fortification will soon come to an end.
Oh, they got Gorgon, they got Gorgon.
Want to try and force to end it, but Gorgon has been taken out. Pablo, he'll also fall. Excalibur's been caught.
They don't have a tree anymore.
They're not going to be able
to
end it. Began is trying to bring the Ancient down. The poison touch, is it or not?
No, it's not.
If that ended up finishing the game, the poison
mass buybacks.
They're ready to go for one more push. They know they just have to throw their bodies in. Fortification has been used. If they can get on this Ancient, if they can click it a couple of times, they'll get the win.
11Monkeyz, they have to find them out of the base. They can't allow them close.
Charging in. It's just a distraction. Just make space for one hero.
But look at mid lane, they're smoked.
All you need is one hero to hit that Ancient. Here we go.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it.
They're going to get it.
Oh.